Hey everyone, this is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and we have a soap video today. Today I'm going to be making a Gardners soap. Now, if you go on the Facebook groups and you ask people what is a Gardner soap, you will probably ask 20 people and get 20 different opinions. Some people think a Gardner's soap is only a soap that's made with essential oils. Some say it's made with oils that have been infused with herbs. Some say it's scrubby. Some say it should be really high cleansing. So just know that there are probably lots of opinions out there about what a Gardner soap is. How I interpret a Gardner soap is a soap that contains a scrubby portion so that when you have dirt and stuff on your hands from gardening, you can use some of the soap to sort of scrub it and take off those hard to clean dirty parts. Similar to a mechanic's soap, some people will say. There was kind of, I don't know about famous, but I certainly knew of it when I was a kid, called a soap called Lava, that was made with pumice stone, and you can buy ground pumice to this day to add as an exfoliant. You can also use ground loofah, poppy seeds, cranberry seeds. There's a whole lot of things you could use to make your soap scrubby so that you could have a portion of it that somebody could use to like scrub their hands with. Now, I actually have, this was a test soap a little while ago, and I keep it by my kitchen sink actually, but you'll notice that it was extra soap I had, and I just added these ground walnut shells to it. And so I actually keep this by my sink because I like it, and this part is very scrubby, it's rough. I mean, it's not like sandpaper or anything, but it definitely has a tooth to it. So today I'm going to make kind of the official version of the Gardner soap. What I'll be using for my scrubby portion is ground up walnut shells. I also will be adding some ground herbs. Now these herbs are from my garden, and they are rosemary, thyme, cilantro, catmint, sage, basil. I think that's it. And I grew them in my garden, and then I dried them, and then I ground them in a spice grinder. So I'm going to add these two things to a portion of the soap to make it scrubby. Let's go over some of the other things I'll be using today too. I'm going to color a portion, the bottom portion, the scrubby part, sort of a dark green, and for that I'm going to be using Shamrock, liquid colorant from Celestial Colors. The other part, that'll be the bottom portion. The top portion, I'm going to do a drop swirl. I'm going to use some white, so I have some premixed titanium dioxide in water. This is from Brambleberry. And then I have some micas to color the soap. This is from Mad Oils. This is Maniacal Pea, and this is Peacock Blue mixed with a little extra of the Maniacal Pea mica also. I wanted it a little bit more green. I'm going to plan to do kind of a pencil line, and for that I'm going to be using something called Diamond Dust. It's a mica, and it's from New Directions. No, I'm sorry, it's from Nature's Garden. And I'll be using some sodium lactate. I don't usually use sodium lactate, but I would like this bar to be very firm. Again, assuming somebody's going to be using it to scrub with, I want a really hard bar. So I'll be adding some sodium lactate in this batch. It's about a tablespoon, and that's from Lotion Crafters. I'm going to do a kind of textured top with some mica in oil, and for that I have some micas from Elements Bath & Body. This one's called Coral Sparkles, Orchid Sparkles, blue sparkles and aquamarine sparkles. I also have a fragrance. This is 2.5 ounces of a fantastic fragrance from New Direction Aromatics, and it's called Red Currant and Thyme Tea, which I think is a dupe of some Bath & Body Works fragrance. But oh my god, it smells so good. I would like to bathe just in this. It smells so fantastic. When I was going to do the fragrance for this soap, I was going to do essential oils, and I was going to do like rosemary and what else do I have? Maybe some peppermint or clove or star anise, like keep it kind of that herbal thing. But I don't have any thyme essential oil, and I like thyme. So the only thyme sort of scented thing I have is a fragrance oil, not an essential oil. But this smells so good. I love it. So, okay. So those are sort of the design elements. Let's go over the recipe itself. So in my oils, I have 400 grams of olive oil pomace, 250 grams of coconut oil 76 degree, 200 grams of shea butter, 200 grams of cocoa butter, 150 grams of castor oil. I have a total of, 163 grams of lye and 456 grams of water in my water lye mixture. Okay, so I'll be using the tall and skinny mold from American Soap Supplies, and I'm going to do kind of one portion on the bottom colored dark green with my scrubby stuff, a pencil line, and then try to do a drop swirl kind of above that. We'll see how it all goes. Okay, temperature-wise, my oils are right around 75. My lye water is right around 90. So I think we're kind of good to go. I'm going to add the sodium lactate before I forget. And here goes the lye water. That didn't take very long. All right, I'm going to take off a portion to do the bottom. This will be the scrubby part. I think the majority I'm going to leave white. And then I'm going to take some other portions out to do the drop swirl. Okay. All right, let's do the scrubby part first. So into that go my ground walnut shells. Ooh, I forgot to add the fragrance. And my herbs. I'm going to split up my fragrance here. Okay, and then I think I'm not even going to stick blend it, I'm just going to stir that through. And I'm going to pour that part in the mold and then start working on the others. So this goes in the bottom. And I'm not looking to do like a big layer of this. So probably maybe a quarter to a third of the soap will be this layer. I want still the majority of it to be a non-scrubby soap. So that way the user you know, if it's at the kitchen sink or out by the hose or whatever, you could, you know, use the one end to scrub and remove dirt, and then the other part would just be for washing your hands. So now I'm going to take the Diamond Dust mica, and I'm going to try to do kind of a pencil line here. This is a really, I don't want to say it's silver, it's just got shimmer. It's more like a white shimmer, not really a silver shimmer to it. It's just very sparkly. All right, let me set that aside for a minute, and we'll move on to the white base. So now I'm just going to kind of pour this gently on top here. Yeah, this isn't going to be a drop swirl really. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to mess up the mica line either. So I'm not dropping from very high. Okay, I want to leave some white for on top here. Now we're going to do some drops of the mica in oil. And then I'm going to use a spoon to texture the top a little bit. Okay, so just some random Okay, I'm going to come in with just a little bit more of this diamond dust and just a light little dusting here. I think that is it. I think the top looks pretty cool. And I kind of wanted to do kind of a tall top to it, so see if I can get a nice close up there. Alright, that is it. I'm just going to clean up the top here a little bit. I'm going to put this in the fridge, let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow do the unmolding. So after the break should be the unmolding of the soap, okay? Alright, stay tuned. Hey everyone, this is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and we're here for the cutting of my Gardners soap. I let it sit in the fridge overnight, and then I took it out in the morning, and it's been a total of just over 24 hours since I poured it. And so now it's room temperature and I think it's ready to cut. You can see I've turned it on its side to cut it. You know, my scrubby portion wasn't really even. I should have given that a little bit more of a good shake. Now, it's probably not going to really matter on the individual slices, but when you look at it this way. Okay, and this smells so good. Whoops. It is a little bit soft. Okay. To get that first piece out, it should be okay. Okay. So not the best drop swirl in the world, but it's not bad. And that bottom portion came out really nice. Although the sort of sparkly mica line I was going for didn't really work. But I think when these get cleaned up, they will look very nice. It's funny, they're actually kind of warm right now. So I wonder if it's weird that it's heating up still a little bit. It's kind of pretty. The colors are what I was going for, a pale green and a pale blue. And I can't wait till I can take this in the shower because it smells so good. It's funny, it's a little bit soft. I did use full water here. It's kind of odd that it's soft and it's warm. Okay. So they came out pretty nice actually. I like the colors. That's really okay. Alright, that's it. It smells so good in my kitchen right now. I'm gonna leave these to firm up for a couple of days in my kitchen before I sort of take them down into my craft room where I have a drying rack. But I'm gonna let them sit in the kitchen for a while because it smells so good in here. It makes the whole like first floor of my house kind of smell fantastic. So I'm gonna leave them up here for a couple days. All right, that's it. So that's a Gardner's soap, and made with sort of a drop swirl and a mica line, which didn't really work out, but that's okay. And scrubby parts with walnut shells and fresh herbs. So, okay, comments, questions, leave them below. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button. If you like soap and bath and beauty kinds of DIY recipe videos or paper crafting for cards and like soap boxes, click on that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel. And comments, questions, leave them below. I will try to answer them if I can. And I usually do respond to almost everybody who writes something. So that's it. All right, check back here at Divinely Designed for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.